Yo, we are back in After Effects, and in today's video I'll be going over 5 drill effects, especially like New York type of drill effects that you see. These look so cool, and I have done like few videos like those New York type of drill videos with like my guy Billy Draco, so I have some experience on it and I can like show you some dope effect in it. But before I actually show you how to do those effects, I want to let you guys know about the Black Friday sale that's going on my side. In my side I'm running a BOGO sale right now, which means buy one get one free. So if you add one pack into your cart, another one will be completely free, and you can do this as much as you like. So you can add like 4 packs in your cart and 2 will be free, and you can add 6 packs to your cart and get 3 for free. So it's an instant offer, but it is not lasting forever. This is the last day for it, so go ahead and get it right now at my site asimnauwag.com. And not only that, for the Black Friday I made a all-in-one bundle. I know all of you guys wanted this, and the best part is it is like $50 off on the bundle, so you are getting all of a pack in a good price. And yes, this is also not lasting forever, so go ahead to the description and grab it right now. But anyways, let's just get back into the video. So in my timeline you can see this clip right here, which I pulled off from one of the video we did with like, so the first effect will be like this text lyrics effect track to your subject face. So to do this, I have seen a lot of guys like do this effect on like these New York style of videos, so I thought it would be a great addition to put it in here. But in my timeline you can see this clip right here, this middle one, which we're gonna add the actual effect on. We can actually trim it till here, and if I turn on my volume right here, he's saying he started ducking, so we're just gonna write that down. So now we're gonna add the text according to the song, as I said. So for that, just right click on a blank space, selecting your clip actually. Right click on blank space, go over to new, and add a new text right here and just write the lyrics. So he's saying N-word at the first show, and you can just like trim it. And let me just hear the song real quick as well. So I'm just gonna duplicate this like this text layer right here, and I'm just gonna write the another lyrics, which is I guess ducking. So we just gonna duplicate this, and at the end just trim it and ducking. I think this is the spelling for the ducking. I don't even know, bro. I don't even care. But you can see we have this like simple flat like lyrics going on according to our like song, of course. So now we can start the tracking and stuff. So for the NY drill type of videos, you can see our character and our camera has a lot of movement, and at the background we don't have like much to like track from, so our track camera would probably fail. So to fix that, we'll be using like our artist face and like a 2D motion tracker and just like do it like 3D. It's a little trick that I use, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. But you can see I hidden these like all of these like my text layer for now. So I'm just gonna select this clip, the original clip, and go over to the right side, and here you can see an effect called, and in here you can see a tab called like tracker. Just open that, and now just go over to where it says track motion, and it will bring you on a layer panel with this like track point right here. You can just like scale it up right here, actually scale up the track box, so something like there, maybe something like this. And now we can just put it on his nose or something that you like, so around his nose I would say, like about here. To track forward, all you gotta do is hit this analyze forward right here button, and it will start doing its thing. You can see my one is pretty slow and it messes up right there. So when it messes up, just like pause your track instantly. So like I did, just hit like the enter key and it will pause, and go over to where like messes and just like fix the track right here. So fix it to the nose right there, and now we can just like hit analyze forward. It messed up again, so I'm just gonna put it right there and do it until you get like a good solid track. Bro, it is messing a lot, but I'm just gonna do manually. So yeah, do this and I will see you after that. Just make sure your track is good first. After your track is done, at the end I just did it manually because it was like messing up a lot. But as you can see, if I play it through now, you can see our track is like perfectly tracked to our artist nose. That's exactly what we want. To apply this track to our text, we're just gonna make a null object and apply the track on that first. So for that, just right click on a blank space again and go over to new and just hit null. Where is it? null object right here. And after this, you can just like trim it to your layer size or layer size, so around like here. Then select your clip again and go over to the right side again where it says edit tracker. Just hit that, and in layer just select it as the null layer. So you can see null 1 right here. I'm just gonna select that and hit OK, and just hit apply now, apply X and Y and hit OK. Then it will get you back onto your composition panel. Now if I select my null object, you can see it has the track in there and it is moving according to our artist face, so something like that. Now we're gonna start like linking our text to our null object. So for that, just like enable all your text layer again. So you can see all of these are the text layers. So you can see through, you can see this is the text layer right here. Now to like link it to our null, just like select all of these text and just like and grab this like pick with tool right beside parent and link, and just select the null object right here and just drop it right there. And you can see now if I play through, it is tracked to his head. So that's exactly what we want, because if we did like a camera track into this, it won't work, because the movement on like NYC drill video is a lot, and flicker and shade like really makes it like hard. So this is the source right here. Now you can hit Ctrl Alt Home in a keyboard to bring the anchor point into the center, and you can just scale it up. And I like to put it at the side over here, so something right there, as you can see. Now we have the lyrics going on like that easily. We can even turn on the motion blur if you like to have some motion blur on a tick, but it's just like your choice right there. One more thing you can do is like select all of these like text and enable 3D, and you can just tilt it on the 3D space if you like. So I like to do that as well. So you can see it looks a bit like unique, and it also looks like it is 3D tracked, but it is not actually. So that's really cool right there. You can position this, and like that you have your text going on. You can add some animation into this and stuff like that. The thing I like to add is a deep glow. Just unmold in the deep glow and just bring up the radius, lower down the exposure, and in tint you can just go over here and in color set it as yellowish color, because like our scene is pretty yellowish. Actually hit the enable right here, and in mode you can set it to overlay, so it has like the neon type of look. You can even lower down the mix if you want, but I guess that looks really cool right there. I'm gonna copy these to the other text, but this is just the example on what you can do with it. I'm just showing you the possibilities. You can just go creative and just do your thing in there. But like that, you can see our first effects is done and ready to go. So let's just move into the second one. So our second effect will be some blur effect. This effect never gets old, and I'm gonna show you how to do some. So you can see in my timeline I have this clip of the Saki K video I did. It's the same video actually, but anyways, around the middle of this clip we're gonna add the blur. So for that we use like some overlays to get that look. So in my folder I have some like blurred asset right here. I'm just gonna pull this up. I'm gonna link some in the description, not all of those, because I don't want to get sued or something. I'm gonna leave some like free ones in the description as well. This one is really cool right here. I'm gonna just import it right here and slide it into the middle. As I said, I want it to like pop up in the middle, and you can just like scale it up and put it at one side so it doesn't cover your subject. So like that you can see we have the blur effect going on. This is really like the popular effect right now. Everyone like uses it. To sauce it up, one thing you can do is toggle switches and modes, and in blending mode set it as a linear dodge or any other like blending mode like that, because it like looks like it's on the lens and it is also like transparent and stuff. So something right there. And I'm gonna drag this one as well and put it around here and just change the blending mode to linear dodge as well. Nah, not the linear dodge, maybe screen, and lower down the opacity probably. So something right there, or maybe something like this. Now we can see we have the blur effect going on, but it doesn't have the energy and like the look that we want. So to spice it up, I'm gonna use my own pack, which is Essential Effects. So if you don't already know, I just launched like a new pack called Essential Effect, which has all the music video effects that it needs. 40 plus preset in there, ranging from effects, transition, wiggles, stirps, all that good stuff, chroma transition, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna link it down below if you want to check it out. And also the BOGO sale going on, so you can get one more pack for free. And I'm just gonna go over to my FX and preset real quick. Animation preset, and in the user preset folder I have the essential FX installed. So from here you can go anything you like, but the one that I love is Asim best wiggle. So if I show you right here, let me just line up these keyframe and just trim it at the start. And now you have played through, you can see we have this dope wiggle that makes the transition a little smoother, and our ink effect looks really hard as well. So something right there. Remember, that's just with the one click. Like that's just a one effect from my pack. And in the 40 range, I can confirm every single preset in there is legendary. But we have this right here. Now, one thing you can also do is like select your main clip right here and add like a fast box blur and hit the stopwatch and go over to the end and just like blur it off a little. So like our camera lens focuses on the blurred because it's on like the foreground, and that looks really hard right there. You can add more effects onto this and make it much more cooler, but I'm just keeping the basics right here so you can like go ahead. But anyways, with that, our second effect is also done, so let's just move into our third effect. So our third effect will be these like 3D effects. You can see this looks really cool. I use like 3D effects on every single video of mine. It is like the sauciest thing you can call. So to make some 3D effects, so to make that, you can see on my timeline I have this like simple clip right here from the same music video, so we're gonna add it on here. But to add 3D, there's a lot of method. Like you can do it free on like Blender, you can do it on Cinema 4D, you can do it on After Effects, like the GLB type of animation in there. But the one that I prefer and one that is like pretty flawless to use is Element 3D. So if you don't already know, Element 3D is a plugin. I really highly recommend getting it. It is like no paid promotion, but it is like a really dope plugin. So I like to use that to make 3D. So I'm gonna just go through and show you how to create some dope 3D in your scene. So to add element, just go to new and in solid, just make a color right here. And in here you can add your element right here. Actually, now to import your model in your scene, just go to the scene setup right here, and now go to the import, and right here you can just locate your 3D model. So for the 3D model, I'll be actually using my pack right here, asimnauwag 3D model pack. Yes, I also have a dope 3D model pack, comes with 40 plus assets in there as well, all OBJs, FBX and GLB, so you can use it with any software that you like 3D object. Of course, you can use it like in Premiere Pro or some, but you can use it on Blender and all that good stuff. So I'll also link this in the description. But if you don't have my pack, you can just use like sites like Sketchfab to get some free stuff. But my pack just makes it a whole lot easier. So you can see I have pulled up here. From here you can choose anything that you like, but the one that I like is a Glock 19. I'm gonna use this Glock 19 model right here, Glock 19 OBJ. Just hit OK and normalize size right here to make your 3D model visible. You can see we have our Glock 19 right here. It has some basic material because like Element 3D messes up like when it like imports, and all the like the colors will be a bit wrong. So just to fix that, you can use like your physical, or you can just go into here and play around with colors and stuff. But one thing I also like to use with my pack is Pro Shaders. This is not actually necessary, but it has some dope like texture for y'all. So you can see these like dope metal type of texture you can see. So it is like a pretty good thing if you do like 3D a lot. So if you do 3D a lot, this is like a really dope effect right here. You can always play around with all of these settings to get it to your liking, but this looks cool right here. I'm not gonna switch out every single like texture right here, but I'm just showing you the possibilities again. But now to fit this model to our scene, we're just gonna use our footage as an environment. So for that, just go over to the environment, and in basic 2K, just select it as a custom layer 1 right here. For now it turns into black because I'm a stupid man and didn't like set it in my custom layer at first. So to fix that, you can just hit OK, and now go to where it says custom layers, and in custom texture map in layer 1, just select it as your footage layer, and instantly it will have that blue texture as you can see going on. Now you can just go to the group 1 group look, and you can just scale it up something like this. It is too dark, but I don't care right now at all. I also recommend going to create group null right here and create a group null right here. What it will do is like make a group null of your like 3D model, and you can just control your 3D model from here, which is a lot easier. So for me, I'm just gonna position it something like this and just place it around here, here. It's nothing too crazy right now, just like playing around. And I'm just gonna hit the stopwatch in position, rotation, I mean all of these, and I'm just gonna bring out the position as well and hit the stopwatch in there as well. Position your Glock out of the frame, something like this, and you can just bring up your value right here, the rotation value. I'm gonna select my position keyframe F9 and go over to the graph, and in speed graph just make a graph like this, something like this. And in rotation, just select the rotation and make sure you're in value graph this time. I forgot to easy these, and in value graph make sure you're in value graph right here and just make a graph like this in there. Now if I play through, you can see we have this dope 3D animation in our scene. You can take this to a whole nother level. You can always go to your element and just like scroll down and go to render settings, and in ambient occlusion you can turn that on firstly and bring up the intensity to get some like dope shadow as you can see. Then after that you can go over to lighting, and in add lighting you can just play around with all of these preset to get like different cool lighting. So you can see this looks real hard right here. You can even like play with the brightness, and you can even like rotate these light. So that easily you can see we have this like really cool light going on our scene. I think that's it. You can even like bring up the motion blur, add the motion blur in there to make it look a little smoother. And the last sauce you can actually add is an object glow onto the layer, or a deep glow, or a normal glow, whatever you like, to be honest. And you can just like bring up the highlights only and just extend it almost in here, bring up the value a little, I guess. Then as we already did, we can add like a fast box blur onto our background and just blur it out as the Glocks comes. So our like camera like focuses on our Glock. But that right there, you can see we have this dope animation going on. This is with like 0 efforts. If you really actually put some efforts and put some time into this, you can actually create some crazy shit. In my channel you can find hell lot of tutorials on like 3D and element 3D. I made I guess there's like 30 tutorials on just like 3D on my channel about element 3D. So you can check out all of those if you are really interested. But anyways, our third effect looks something like this. Now moving on to our third effect will be these like crazy intense flicker on your footage. It is like a pretty simple effect, but it is used on like New York drill from a while, and it is really like the essential effect. So I'm gonna show you how to create some. So in my timeline you can see this clip right here. So the simple flicker you can add is a sapphire flicker. You can use this to add some really dope flicker if you don't already know. You can bring up the amplitude, and if I play through you can see these like intense flicker going on. I don't recommend doing this throughout the video, but in some part when the beat really goes hard, you can use these type of crazy flicker. Another method of creating crazy flicker without any plugin is adding like an exposure. Just keyframing the exposure, to be honest. So something like these, and you can just like lower it down to 0, copy these, paste it right here, and just back to 0. You can see we have that flicker right there. You can just hit the stopwatch holding alt again, and you can just add like a loop out expression in here. So you can see loop out, bracket in, bracket close, loop out right there, and you can see we have this like intense flicker going on. And another method of creating a really dope flicker would be like solid flicker, which I love as well. So for that just right click on blank space, go to new, and in solid just make a solid, color it like white, and you can just make it like one frame, copy it, paste it right here. So you can see we have this like dope flicker going on. So something right there. You can always play around the positioning and get like different flicker in your scene. You can see, but after that you can see we have an effect like this. You can actually like combine your S flicker with S distort, which I really love as well. Yeah, so if I add like S distort chroma after like the wiggle and bring up the lens right here and lower down the amount to around like really low, around like 0.100 or something, you can see it really like reacts with the flicker and gives it like this unique like chroma with the flicker look going on. So I think with that our fourth effect is also done. Let's just move into the fifth one. So our fourth effect will be wiggles. These looks really cool and surely one of the most trendy effects right now. So I'm gonna show you how to create some. So in my timeline you can see all of these effects right here. So to create the wiggle, there's like so many methods. You can use like something like a plugin or like turbulent displacement to do it. Firstly, I'm gonna show you the turbulent displacement method. So just make a new adjustment layer right here and add like a turbulence displacement on there, and you can see we have that wiggle going on. If I bring up it, you can see it is like a simple like turbulence going on. Now in here we can lower down the size to around like 33, and now hit the stopwatch in the amount. Actually hit the stopwatch in there, and at the start of the clip make it like 200 or something. Maybe bring up the like the size a little, but as it goes at the end of a single clip, I'm just gonna lower it down to 0 and just trim this adjustment layer as well. Then after that, if I play through, it is like a simple turbulence keyframe. To make it like really cool like wiggle type of shake, you can just go to the evolution option, and in random shake, holding Alt in a keyboard, just like hit the stopwatch and it will bring up the expression again, and in here just add an expression of time asterisk. You can put it like 50. Let's just see how 50 looks, and if I play through, you can see we have it like wiggling pretty much. So something right there, you can even like bring up the amount to see the like the difference. You can see we have it like pretty much wiggling. You can even ease those and go with graph and make a graph like this, so it is like really subtle, but you can see we have the wiggle going on now. Then you can just hit the stopwatch in the size as well, and as it goes at the end, just bring up the size so the wiggle is happening more or something like that. I don't even know, bro. Just like mess around until you get something cool. And if I copy these onto our other like clips, you can see we really have that wiggle going on with like a simple turbulent displacement. But the thing that I really recommend is a S warp bubble. It really allows you to create some dope wiggles with After Effects. If I just like show you right here real quick, warp bubble, you can see it is like pretty similar, but it has some like uniqueness that I love about it. So at the first, you can set the frequency to around like these and bring up the amplitude, and do the same thing with this as well. So 0 on the amplitude as it goes, and now we can just go to the random seed right here, see, and just add a time expression in here as well. And right there you can see we have like a better wiggle going on. Same graph in here. Now we can also hit the stopwatch and the frequency, and as it goes, do the same thing with what we did with the size. So something right there, and if I copy this wiggle right here onto this clip, you can see better. So we have that wiggle going on right there. So the possibilities are endless for sure. Like you just gotta like put some brain onto this and you will get like dope effects. But if you have Sapphire, I really recommend getting my Essential Effects because it has some dope wiggles as well. So if I make a new adjustment layer, and as I showed before, Asim best wiggle is a crazy one, bro, crazy one. If I play it through, we can see with the one click we made this like crazy effect going on. Like the pack is literally crazy and has all the sauce, I'm telling y'all. Plus this is the best time to get it. And with that, I think our fifth effect is also done. So if you like this video, please consider hitting the like button and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And you can follow me on Instagram, do all that good stuff, and I'ma see you on the next one. Peace.